This vote, the yeas are 49, the nays are 45. 3/5 of the Senate's duly chosen and sworn have not having voted in the affirmative. The motion is not agreed to.
CNN article from Thursday said that Democrats are preparing to keep on with this shutdown for, and I quote, several more weeks. I guess Democrats are not going to be satisfied until military families and government workers are lining up at food banks or visiting payday lenders or simply charging necessary items like milk and bread on their credit cards to be repaid later if they can, along with the big interest charges that come with that. But hey, while military families and government workers may be deeply stressed, at least life is getting better every day for Senate Democrats.
If Republicans remain dug in, the American people will hold them responsible for rising health care costs. If Republicans do nothing, then they will be the ones triggering a massive health care panic that will be felt from coast to coast. This is a non-negotiable fact. Democrats want to avoid reaching that point. We want to work in a serious way with our Republican colleagues and with President Trump to diffuse this health care crisis before it starts. But we're running out of time.
I'm an air traffic controller here. Do you want to help aviation safety by ending the shutdown? Aviation safety? Thank you.
Air traffic control is inherently a stressful job. It's one in which it requires intense focus every day. We have to be 100% right 100% of the time. Not knowing exactly how I'm going to have childcare for my kids or put gas in the car or pay the next mortgage payment adds a certain level of stress onto an already stressful profession. It's just very difficult the longer that this goes on. The more, any savings that I may have start to dwindle, and it's just really important that we all get paid as soon as possible for the work that we're doing.
Today marks the first day that air traffic controllers have a completely different focus today. Their first loss of pay. Air traffic controllers are out moving over 45,000 flights today. 3 million passengers, tons of cargo that keeps America moving. And their focus is now on when they'll receive pay again. We ask these controllers to do heroic efforts. They're unsung heroes. And yet every single day that they show up to work now, they don't know when they'll get paid again until the shutdown's over. And so many can say, well, you'll get paid eventually. Well, that doesn't pay the bills today. They can't plan for it, and this introduces a new risk to aviation. Air traffic controllers are supposed to mitigate risk. Air traffic controllers ensure that risk is out of the system so that those who fly and those who we serve, that they are safe. So with that being said, we're calling on the elected officials to end this shutdown. Air traffic controllers are not responsible for starting a shutdown, and we're not responsible for ending shutdowns. Only our elected officials are, and our elected officials need to end the shutdown today.
It's hard to believe that those that keep us safe and secure, whether it's the air traffic controllers, the TSA agents of security, the safety inspectors, these folks are working without a paycheck, and they're expected to keep us safe and secure every day in the traveling and shipping public. This is crazy.
Before the shutdown, air traffic controller shortages drove about 5% of all flight delays. Now air traffic control staffing issues account for 53% of all delays. In other words, the shutdown's having an impact. It's having an impact on flights, on cancellations, on delays, and on families, and of course, people doing business. It's affecting our economy. Across the country, because of the shutdown, staffing has been getting worse, creating more delays for travelers. Last week, 12 FAA facilities were understaffed in America, including airports in Texas, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Florida, New York, and right here in Newark. Nearly 40,000 flights were delayed across our country last week alone.
The background context here is this is a core group of workers who've been complaining about staffing shortages, long hours, and stressful conditions for years. And now you're adding to that mix the uncertainty regarding when their next paycheck is going to come. And so their incentive to show up to work each and every day, already frustrated and aggrieved, on top of the fact that now they don't know when their next paycheck is going to come. not to mention the fact that the president floated the idea of maybe not offering back pay. That's just going to lower the incentive to keep showing up as the shutdown carries on. It's completely understandable that air traffic control, and I think we'll see more attention placed on TSA agents too in the coming days, are being used as kind of, a pawn or a negotiating point here because they are an absolute linchpin in the economy, right? And they affect everyone on, from the CEO class all the way down to your average American trying to get to a family reunion, trying to gather with family to grieve a loved one who's passed. And so there's a reason why they have occupied such a central role in the kind of jockeying over who's to blame and how do we reach an end to the government shutdown.
偷偷告诉大家，我最近发现了新法宝 Royal Face 逆时奇迹系列，它有活肤露、全效精华，还有精华霜。尤其我皮肤比较偏干，所以我非常的注重保湿。保湿做得好，肌肤自然烹润。提亮肤色更年轻，抚平皱纹超有感，而且气色变好。用心保养，每天都更美一点。美吧！